celebration of everybody that is in this building, please. I don't want to embarrass anybody. Everybody find a seat. Right now, I'd like to introduce our MC for this evening, Mr. Jonathan DeZick, who will present our talent show.
Welcome to the talent show. You will hear singers, dancers, comedians, and a few surprises. In order, show, during the 3 weeks, interspersed throughout the talent show, there will be occasional questions of chinuch, which are in the style of the evening, which you'll find out. Our first performer tonight is a singer who will be singing from Fiddler on the Roof. The name of the song is Miracle of Miracles, is Muttl's song when he finds out that he's able to marry the girl of his choice rather than the one that his parents chose. And it will be performed by Counselor Eitan Cadden.
Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side and miracle of miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around and miracle of miracles, led him to the promised land. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to me.
Our next performers will be doing a scene from a Neil Simon comedy, and our drama director, Leah Schlager, will give a little background. This is a rather lengthy scene. It's the longest act of our entire evening, and Leah will explain the background. The name of the show is Plaza Suite. Our performers will be Joe Wasserman and Shalhevet Moshe, but before they start, Leah will set the background.
Plaza Suite is a Neil Simon play in which Suite 710 is rented 3 times for the production. The scene you're about to see, a couple has rented the suite to use as a dressing room because their daughter is getting married in the green room downstairs. As they're getting dressed and getting ready to go down to the wedding, to the reception, there's a slight problem that occurs. When the curtain opens, the mother is already dealing with the problem and you'll find out what it is. Hold on 1 second.
Operator? Can I have the blue room, please? Is there a pink room? I want to help you guys away. Green room, that's it. Thank you, operator. Could you please hurry? It's an emergency. Hello? Who is this? Mr. Eisler? No, No, everything's fine. Yes, we're coming right down. Mr. Eisler, is my husband there? Would you please? Oh, well, I'd like to wish you the very best of luck, too. No, she's as calm as a cucumber. That's the younger generation, I guess. Oh, thank you. Hello? Roy? You better get up here right away. We have big trouble. Don't ask questions. Just get out and walk leisurely out the door. You better not be drunk, because I can't handle this alone. Mindy, all right, your father's on his way out. Now I want you to come out of the bathroom and get married. Can you hear me? Mindy, darling, please come out of the bathroom and get married. You know your father's temper. If you're not doing it for yourself, do it for me. He'll kill me. Mindy. That's him. He's here. Mindy, spare me this. If you don't come out, he'll kill me. I'm letting him in. And heaven help the 3 of us.
Why are you just standing here? There are 68 guests downstairs drinking my liquor. There's gonna be a wedding. Let's have a wedding. Come on. Didn't you hear what I just said? There's another couple waiting to use the green room. Come on, let's go.
Roy, you sit down there. There's something I want to talk to you about.
You want to talk now? You had 21 years to talk while she was growing up. I'll talk to you while they're in Bermuda. Can we please have a wedding?
We can't have a wedding until you and I talk, Roy.
Are you crazy? While you and I are talking here, there are 4 musicians playing downstairs at $70 an hour. I'll talk to you later while we're dancing. Come on, get Mimsy and let's go.
That's what I want to talk to you about.
Mimsy?
Sit down. I'm not going to like this.
Is she sick?
She's not sick. Exactly.
What do you mean? She's not sick? Exactly. Either she's sick or she's not sick. Is she sick?
She's not sick.
Then let's have a wedding. Mimsy? There's $200 worth of cocktail frankfurters getting cold downstairs. Mimsy? Where's Mimsy?
Promise you're not going to blame me?
Blame me for what? What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I don't want to get blamed.
What's going on here? Are you going to tell me where Mimsy is?
Are you going to take an oath that you're not going to blame me?
I take it. Now where the hell is she?
She locked herself in the bathroom. She's not coming out. She's not getting married.
No, really, where is she?
She doesn't believe me. I'll kill myself.
Mimsy? 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 All right, what did you say to her?
I knew you were blaming me. You took it up. I'll punish you.
I'm not blaming her. I just want to know what stupid thing you said that made her do this.
I didn't say a word. I was putting on my lipstick. She was in the bathroom. I heard the door go click. It was locked. And the light was closed.
I see. And you didn't say a word?
Nothing.
In other words, you're trying to tell me that a normal, healthy, intelligent, 21-year-old college graduate who has driven me crazy the past 18 months with wedding lists, floral arrangements, and choices of assorted hors d'oeuvres has suddenly decided to spend this, the most important day of her entire life, locked in the Plaza Hotel John?
Yes.
You must have said something.
What are you going to do?
First, I'm going to get the college graduate out of the bathroom. Then we're going to have a wedding, and then you and I are going to have a big talk. Mimsy, this is your father. I want you and your $400 wedding dress out of there in 5 seconds.
Don't threaten her. She'll never come out if you threaten her.
I have 68 guests, 9 musicians, 4 musicians, and a boy with a wedding license waiting downstairs. This is no time to be diplomatic.
Boy,
Mimsy, are you coming out? We have to have the wedding in the bathroom.
boy, will you please try to control yourself?
All right. I'll sit down here and control myself. You go upstairs and marry the short, skinny kid. What's the matter with you? Don't you realize what's happening?
Yes, I realize what's happening. Our daughter is frightened, nervous, and scared to death.
Of what? Of what? She's been screaming for the past 2 years that if he doesn't ask her to marry him, she's going to throw herself off the Guggenheim Museum. What is she scared of?
I don't know, maybe she's having second thoughts about the whole thing.
Second thoughts? This is no time to be having second thoughts. It's costing me $8,000 for the first thought. Lindsay, open the door. Maybe she's not in there.
She's in there. Oh, God, I think I got hurt.
How can I peep at her? Is there a window in there? Maybe she tried something crazy.
That's right. Tell a woman who's having a heart attack that her daughter jumped out the window.
Take a look at the keel. I want to make sure she's in there.
Oh, my God!
What happened?
I ripped my stockings.
She in there?
She's in there. She's in there. How am I going to get another pair of stockings? How am I going to go to the wedding with torn stockings?
If she doesn't show up for the wedding, who's going to look at you?
I told you she was in there. The only one in my family to have a daughter married in the Plaza Hotel, and I have torn stockings.
This is your father. I can see you. You hear me?
Maybe I could run across the bird dogs. They have no stockings.
You want me to break down the door, Lindsay? Is that what you want? Because that's what I'm going to do. You're not having it in 5 seconds. Stop crying in your dress. Use a towel.
I don't have any money. Give me the towel. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes, you're going to be a married woman because I've had enough of this nonsense. All right, Lindsay, stand in the shower because I'm breaking down the door.
Roy, don't get crazy.
I'm coming in, Lindsay.
Roy!
All right, Lindsay, I'm not coming in because my arm is broken. Get a doctor.
I knew it.
Don't say I knew it. Just get me a doctor.
Let me see your hand. See your fingers.
All right, Lindsay, I'm not coming in because my arm is broken now. Again.
You can rub your fingers. Your arm is not broken. Now give me $4 for your other hand. I'll wear a puff and get stockings.
You're crazy. I don't have any cash on me today. Printed. Everything is printed.
You can't bring stockings. You have a charge card.
Go wait in the green room. You're not used to me here. Go wait in the green room.
With torn stockings?
Stand behind a ring with pocket plant. Where did we fail her?
We did fail her.
They're playing Here Comes the Bride downstairs, and our daughter was locked up in the bathroom. We must have failed her.
All right, makes me happier. We failed her.
You work, and you dream, and you save, and you hope your whole life for this one day. And in one click of a door, suddenly, everything crumbles. Why? What's the answer?
Stop blaming yourself, Roy. It's not your fault.
I'm not blaming myself. I know I've done my best.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means we're only human. We make mistakes. We're not perfect. I've tried my best, and we failed it.
Meaning I didn't do my best?
I didn't say that. I don't know what your best is. Only you know what your best is. Did you do your best?
Yes, I did my best.
And I did my best.
And we both did our best.
So it's not our fault.
That's what I said to begin with.
Unless one of us didn't do our best.
I don't want to talk about the same old Roy.
All right. What are we going to do now?
I don't know. I'm having a heart attack. You come up with something.
All right, I'm going to go down and tell them.
Tell them what?
I don't know. Those people down there deserve some kind of explanation. They got all dressed up, didn't they?
What are you going to do? You're going to go downstairs and say, We're sorry. Our daughter is not marrying your son, and she locked herself in the bathroom.
What do you want me to do? Start off with 2 good jokes? We're going to find out sometime, aren't they?
I'll tell you what we're going to do. If she's not out of there in 5 minutes, we're going to sneak out the back door and move to Seattle, Washington. You don't think I can ever show my face in this town again, do you?
I made up my mind. The minute I get my hands on her, I'm going to kill her. Once I show her the wedding bills, no jury on earth will convict me. And by some miracle, she survives, let there be no talk of weddings. Let her become a librarian with thick glasses and a pencil in her hair, because I'm not paying for any more canceled weddings. You know what I'm going to do now? Do you have any idea? I'm going to wash my hands in the entire Eisler-Hubbing wedding. You can take all the Eislers and all the hors d'oeuvres and go to the Central Park and have an $8,000 picnic. I'm going to the Oak Room with my broken arm, my rented tooth, and I'm going to get blind. I don't mean drunk, I mean totally blind, because I've had enough of you and your crazy daughter for Liz to be 1,000.
That's right. We're not on me. We're not on your daughter, just when we need you most.
You don't need me. You need the rhinoceros to blowtorch, because no one else can get to that bathroom.
I'll tell you who gets to that bathroom. Someone who cares about that poor girl and the horrible decision she's making now. That poor girl needs help. Help that only you can give her and that I can give her. That's who can get to that bathroom.
Lindsay, this is Daddy. You have a problem, Lindsay? We want to help you. Mother and I both do. But how can we help you when you won't even talk to us? Lindsay, can you hear me? All right, Lindsay. If you can hear me, I have twice for yes, once for no. Good, yeah. Lindsay, we have a very, very important question to ask you. You want to marry Gordon, don't you?
She said yes.
I said no.
Don't tell me she said no. That was 2 knocks. 2 knocks is yes.
It wasn't a double yes knock, it was 2 single no knocks. We're not married.
Let me ask you. Minty, darling, we didn't hear you. Could you please do that again? There it is in plain English. We never could talk to your own daughter.
Lindsay, this is not a good way to have a conversation. You're going to hurt your knuckles. Won't you please come out and talk to us? Lindsay?
Don't you understand? There are times that a daughter wants to be alone with her mother. Lindsay, darling, you want me to come in there and just talk, the 2 of us? Is that what you want, honey? Lindsay? What? What did that say? I would rather talk to Daddy?
I'll try not to be too long.
I'd rather talk to Daddy. I have never been so hurt in my whole life. I always thought we had such a good relationship. Brian, everyone thought we were friends. Maybe I didn't do my best. I tried to teach her that there could be love and understanding between a mother and daughter. There could be trust and respect. Just because I don't talk to my mother doesn't mean we can't be different.
The green room. Mr. Gordon, thank you.
I'm gonna have to guess, right? It's so horrible you can't tell me. Words can't form your mouth, it's so bad, right? Right? Come on, tell me, Roy. I'm a strong person. I'll get over it.
Gordon, Mr. Hubley here. Can you come up to 710? Yes, now. Thank you. Sit down. Listen, the reason she wanted to talk to me is because she couldn't bear to talk to both of us at the same time. The reason she locked herself in the bathroom is because she's afraid.
Afraid? What's she afraid of? That Gordon doesn't love her?
Not that Gordon doesn't love her.
She doesn't love Gordon?
Not that she doesn't love Gordon.
Then what is she afraid of?
She's afraid of what she's going to become.
I don't understand.
Think about it.
What's there to think about? They love each other, they'll get married, they'll have kids, they'll grow old, they'll become like us.
Makes you stop and think, doesn't it?
I don't think we're so bad. All right, so we little and scream a little, so we curse and aggravate each other. So you accuse me of being a horrible mother, and I accuse you of being a rotten husband. That doesn't mean we're not happy, does it? Well, does it?
Mimsy wants something better.
Hello, darling.
You're an intelligent man. I'm not going to beat around the bush with you. We have a serious problem in our course. What is it? Nancy is worried about your future together, about the whole institution of marriage. We've tried to allay her fears, but obviously he hasn't been too good an example. It seems you're the only one who can communicate with her. Nancy is locked in the bathroom and she's not coming out. It's up to you now.
Nixie, get out and stop the rain.
I'll be out in a minute.
Stop it already? That's what he says? Now she's ready?
Roy, don't start.
That's a brilliant understanding between two people? Stop it? I break every bone in my body and she comes out for stop it?
Roy, don't start.
Kids, they don't care. Not like they did in my day.
Roy, don't aggravate me. I'm warning you. Don't spoil this day for me.
You're better off in the bathroom, you hear me? Better off in the bathroom.
Seen in less than a week. Our next performer is a counselor from Girls Bunk 7. She will be singing a song made famous by Cyndi Lauper called True Colors, and it will be sung by Jane Luckashock.
Sad eyes, don't be unhappy, can't remember when I last saw you laughing in a world full of people. You can lose sight of it all, and darkness so inside can make you feel so small. But I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow. Show me a smile and don't be unhappy. Can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you take it all you can, then you call me up, because you know I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors, true colors are shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful like a rainbow.
Our first Fino question of the night. And exactly today is July 22nd. In 5 months will be December 22nd, which is the first night of Hanukkah. Question: what happens if you forget to light a Hanukkah candle on the first night of Hanukkah? Answer? The answer is, you light 2 the next night. Our next performer has been in Camp Hillel for many years. He practically grew up in Camp Hillel. He has acted and starred in many of our productions, and he also plays a wicked piano. Now for the Scott Joplin's Maple Leaf Rag by Jeremy Rosner. Usually works behind the scenes, and it may be the toughest ticket on Broadway, but tonight we're going to hear music of the night from Phantom of the Opera featuring Mark Gottlieb.
Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation, darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. And listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind. In this power that you know you can cannot find the power of the music of the night. Leave your thoughts on strange new world. Leave your thoughts of the life you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to me. Floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Hear it, feel it, note the sensation. Let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in. You cannot find the power of the music of the night. Only you can make my song take flight. Help me make the music of the night.
Our next performer is not only a performer, but she is a creator. She has written and will perform an original poem. One of our favorite counselors for a number of years, Cheryl Prince.
Hi there. The other day, I was taking a stroll, and I stopped at a general store. For all those things your heart desires was written on the door. I walked inside and looked around to see if this was true, and a short, bald man put out his hand and asked, "Can I help you?" I said, "I'd like to buy a rainbow, as big as all the sky, and some beautiful bright clouds that would just be passing by." I'd also like some hummingbirds to sing me a happy song, to make me forget my worries and make me think that nothing's wrong. I'd also like a setting sun to light my soul afire, and some white seagulls I could watch fly that would never seem to tire. I'd also like some happiness to always warm my heart, to close my eyes to sorrow and pain, to a world that's falling apart. And I'd like some comfort to hold me when I cannot see the way, and I cry out for help to find me and to kiss my tears away. I'm willing to pay you any price for these things that I have asked. I need them all to cheer me when my happiness is masked. The little man just stood and stared, but he did not name a fee. He looked down at his books for a moment and then turned back to answer me. "I'm afraid I can't sell you my beautiful clouds, and the rainbow too isn't for sale. You cannot buy my happiness, and the birds, well, they look quite pale."
I have no comfort in stock today, and the same goes for the sun. And the seagulls have all been flown away and left me with only one. But I'll bet if you search inside you, you'll find most things you quest. Then look to those who love you to help you find the rest.
Question number 2. How do you know you're supposed to put a mirror on every door? The answer? It says, B'chol dor v'dor chayav adam lirot et atzmo. Our next performer to sing from West Side Story, the song Somewhere, one of our favorite mother's helpers, Frida Tegan. We have a very special treat and surprise for our next performer. You normally know him and see him in one capacity, but tonight he will perform in a different capacity. Tonight he will be known as the Rabbi of Tap. He is our own Rabbi Skate, who will be doing 2 tap dances, one to Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, and the other one to Fever, the Camp Hillel Rabbi of Tap. she's the First Lady of Argentina, Eva Perón. Please welcome Judy Greenberg, Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. Hashem plays tic-tac-toe with Bnei Israel, how do you know Hashem always takes the X's? Because it says Hashem owes li'amo yitain. is our master of imitation.
Break a leg. Funny thing happened to me before I came here. I'll just put him down for a second. Oh, it's a miracle. First person I'd like to do is somebody you've heard on the airways before. Casey Kasem, otherwise known as Kasim Kasim. A few rights, Casey. Whatever happened to Eddie Fontaine? Bill name yours? Billy's Montana. Well, Bill, after his hit Spank Me to Heaven, Eddie was accused of assaulting his manager with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. Well, Eddie told authorities he took a knife. And when he awoke, his hunting knife was stuck in his manager's back. He was lying. Well, Eddie served 10 years, and when he was released, authorities were reluctant to hire him, for they feared he would assault them with intent to kill. Well, Eddie assured him he probably would, and now he's on the charts with his new hit, Intent to Kill. I'd like to introduce you to our next friend, our next guest. Last year, he was a president of the United States. This week, he falls down to just a rancher, Ronnie Reagan. Well, hello. Ayatollah just died. And, well, I have nothing to do with it. So recently, I did an all-star game. I don't know if any of you have heard it, but it went something like this. The next batter is Wade Boggs, 6'3", 190. Oh, I know one of his friends. I went on the road with her. Her name was Margot or something. Also, I'm wondering, is Pete Rose here? We used to bet together. Well, I'd like to introduce my next guest. He's a good old friend of mine, Mr. Jimmy Stewart.
Well, thanks, Dutch. Thanks. You're a real good guy. But let me tell you, this is for a little friend over there, Daniela, a really good friend of mine. You know, recently I was in this Campbell's soup commercial, and I don't understand it. You know, I'm an old guy, and this girl comes in and she says, I hate men. I hate men. Well, honey, what is the sense? I don't understand. Maybe you should take some Campbell's soup, you know, honey, and it would be really helpful, you know. I think it would really cure your problem. And she agrees. I don't know.
Another thing I've learned to like and love is singers and music. And one of the new singers that I really enjoy listening to is the sweet sounds of Paula Abdul. Here's just a little piece of it.
Hey baby, remember, I'm forever your girl.
Because you know I love you, and I always will.
Hey baby.
Another group, I always like, you know, the guys with the real husky voices, like Bill Medley, you know, from Dirty Dancing. Now I hear the time of my life, though I never felt like this before. Yes, I swear, here's the truth, and I owe it all to you, 'cause one of the baddest dudes of all, I mean, of course, I wasn't, you know, he was gone by the time I was around, but Elvis, bad dude. This is going to be a little trick here with my leg and all, but Elvis is always jumping on things, you know? He's always jumping on things, okay? Okay? This is just a little piece of Elvis. Well, it's a wonderful morning. That's all my blues away with you. And you can do anything, but don't get my blues with you. On the boys' campus and all, but there's been a request to do one of the favorite sports announcers, Marv Albert. Never noticed, I
if you've ever listened to Marv Albert's football games, but he goes crazy. And Joe Namath acts as if he knows what's going on. You know, he really doesn't. I mean, Joe got hit in the head too many times. I mean, it goes something like this.
There are 5 seconds to go in this ball game. The Jets down to the count 21-14. Kenny O'Brien in for Pat Ryan. What are the Jets supposed to do in this situation, down by 7, with 5 seconds to go in the fourth quarter? What do you think, Joe?
Well, I think that he should throw long.
Thank you, Joe. I didn't know that. Joe, thank you. Anyway, back to live action. And Kenny O'Brien out to pass. Way up and out, two, good catch us on 50, 40. He has one man to escape. 40, 20, 10, and he is wrestled down. No, by Bill Bates. And the Jets with a fine effort, but they lose it 21-14.
One of the main reasons why my kids are here right now is because we want to hear this imitation. And I've been practicing, guys, so here we go.
Hey, how lucky.
I love the way Peg walks. Al, what are we going to do tonight?
Oh, Peg, I'm going to try the new Ferguson. I don't think it's like we used to.
Oh, boy. Come on, Al, let's do something fun.
Oh, this is fun. It's Saturday night, Peg. Oh, boy. Oh, give me a beer, Peg.
The next invitation is a minor character. I don't know if any of the Three's Company fans here, but minor character. Felipe Gonzalez. Felipe. One of Jack's back friends. Always walks in like something's on his shoe.
Oh, Jack, you're happy. How are you doing? Oh, okay. Oh, you're such a wonderful guy, Jack. Oh, I'm going to name my son after you.
You really are? That's great. You're going to name your son after me?
Yes.
What's going to be his name? Fernando Valenzuela Guadalupe Daco Felipe Jack Gomez. I have a question for most of the boys here. Sorry, girls. But most of the boys here, who do you think is in the most pain every day? Who's in the most pain every day? No, it's not the cat. I think it's this guy.
Move on, he lift on this.
Who would you rather hear? Would you rather hear that or, you know, somebody like Mordecai and David? Always have in mind our brothers left behind, trapped in the iron curtain. Instead, all we hear is bunk 789, bunk 789, get to shore. One of my favorite scenes is from Coming to America, where this old Jewish fellow is talking about boxing. The old black fellow. It goes something like this.
Oh, how you doing?
I don't know. I think that Joe Louis is the greatest boxer. He's the best around. I don't know. I think it's...
Well, what about that new guy, Mike Tyson? Mike Tyson's a great fighter. He's a good guy. He's strong. He hasn't lost again.
I think that Joe Louis could put him down in 10 seconds. Not 91, but 10.
But come on. What about... I know who you forgot about. Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali, he was a great guy. He was a good one.
I don't know. I think that Joe Louis is the best. That's all. The Rocky Messiano. The other guy, Max Nelly, they couldn't beat him. I think that Joe Louis is the best.
Since we don't have much time, I wanted to bring out some guys, some of my alter egos here, and they just wanted to say hi tonight, and I'll go through them as quickly as I can. Hi, this is Don Parlo. It's time for Saturday Night Live!
This is Robin Leach for Champagne for the caviar wishes. Or the other way around.
Nancy, how are you, Nancy? I can't see Nancy Balmo. Girls, don't do that, girls. No.
This is Howie Mandel. Ever see behind the bell. He can't get a word out. All right. Okay.
Sometimes around here. The honeymooners. Norton! Norton, my friend! Come on down, Norton!
Way to go there, Robbie boy. I'm a big fan of Jeopardy. I don't know if you ever watched Jeopardy, but Alex Trebek. I like his accent. No, sorry. How much did you wager? Oh, what a bit stupid. There's a good guy. Michael Tube, how you doing? I said he there.
And there's Steve, who's married with children. Steve, Marcy, my hair's balding. I don't know what to do. Then there's Jesse the bodyguard. You're all man, body slam, all man, that's the right.
And there's a guy who likes to call himself Abe Franco. How you doing? Abe Franco.
And there's Bill Cosby. No one can do that on stage. You cannot say that in front of children.
Then there's Rabbi Rothberger. Mama rum, yellow new, always have this. Yeah, thank you very much, And there's Johnny Carson.
Then there's a friend of mine, Catherine Hepburn. You know, Catherine, I raise it gracefully. You know, I just sound so sick.
And there's a really decent man, you know, Ed Grimley. He's a really decent man, you know. I'm gonna say it's as doomed as doom can be, you know.
You ever wonder how Andy Rooney talks?
Anyway, coming to our last one here, well, second to last one, I always like listening to Jesse Jackson. I'm not talking about the Caribbean, I'm talking about the human being. And last but not least, the lady that got me this job, Leah Schlegel. Hey, Ollie, I want you to write down the imitation. Write down the material, write it down.
Our next performer, who's very much alive, singing the role of a 35-year-old bachelor from the play Company, who meets his married friends and discovers that married life may not be what it set out to be, and he sings Being Alive, our friend Cliff Saunders.
Somebody hurt me too deep. Somebody sit in my chair, ruin my sleep, and make me aware of being alive, being alive. Somebody need me too much. Somebody know me too well. Somebody pull me up short, put me through hell, and give me support for being alive. Make me alive. Make me alive. Make me confused. Mock me with praise. Let me be you. Bury my days, but alone is alone, not alive. Somebody crowd me with love, somebody force me to care. Somebody make me come through, I'll always be there. Rising at you to help us survive. Being alive, being alive, being alive.
ago, our next performer had a small role in the LTP play Damn Yankees. For our next performance, she's moving up to the role of Lola, singing A Little Brains, A Little Talent from Damn Yankees. From the waterfront, Karen Borger. Question number 4. Question. What prayer do you say when there is a camel sitting on you? The answer is, Ashir Hashem ki gomal olai. We have another Neil Simon dramatic scene. If Leah Schlager is around, I'll ask her to introduce it. It's from The Odd Couple, and it features Cheryl Umlas and Cindy Balsam. Leah?
Okay, this is from the original production of The Odd Couple, and the scene that you're going to view right now takes place after Felix has already moved in with Asko, has been living there for a while, and Asko is now completely fed up with him and would like to throw him out of the house.
Cheryl!
1 second, they're not ready.
I told you 100 times I hate little notes on my pillow. Next picture. That was just the spring. I haven't even painted the picture yet. I got a typewritten list in my office of the 10 most aggravating things you do that drive me berserk. Well, last night was the copper. It was the ever-loving Lulu of all time.
What? Are you talking about my London broil?
No, not the London broil. I'm talking about those 2 lamb chops. I had it all set up with that English Betty Boop and her sister. And I wound up drinking tea all night long telling them your life story.
Oh, so you're upset that I loused up your evening.
The mood you put them in, I'm surprised they didn't go to Rockaway and swim back to England.
I warned you not to make your date. It's your own fault.
Don't point that finger at me unless you intend to.
Just get off of my back!
What is this, a display of temper? I haven't seen you angry since the day I dropped my cigar in your pancake batter.
You're going to make me say something I don't want to say. But if I'm going to say it, you may as well hear it.
If you've got something on your chest besides your chin, you better get it off now.
Okay, I warned you. You're a wonderful guy, Oscar. You've done everything for me. You've given me a place to live and something to live for. I'll never forget you for that, Oscar. You're tops with me.
If I've just been told off, I think I missed it.
No, here it comes. You are also the biggest slob in the world.
I see.
Completely unreliable.
Finished?
Undependable.
Is that it?
And irresponsible.
You're hot.
Oh, you've just been told off. I'm finished now. How do you like that?
Good. Because now I'm going to tell you why. For 6 months, I lived alone in this apartment. All alone with the inkling. I was dejected, despondent, and disgusted. And when you, my dearest and closest friend, moved in. And after 3 weeks of personal contact, I think I'm about to have a nervous breakdown. Do me a favor. Move into the kitchen. Live with your pots, your pans, your ladle, and your meat thermometer. And then, when you want to come out, ring a bell and I'll go into my bedroom. Just as a friend, Felix, I'm asking you nicely, leave me alone.
Okay, but watch where you're walking. The floor is wet, it's slippery. Walk on the newspaper.
Our next performer will be singing a famous song from the hit play Grease. The song is called There Are Worse Things I Could Do. And our performer is none other than Leah Schlager's mother's helper, Shira Thurm.
There are worse things I could do.
For the final chinuch section, this one's a little different. Most of you know I'm fond of Broadway shows. You're now going to hear a version of Yetzias Mitzrayim in 2 minutes, incorporating over 50 Broadway shows. See how many you can follow. After Yosef was given an amazing Technicolor dream coat, and he dreamt 2 impossible dreams, he was sold to Egypt. You see, Potiphar wanted a slave, and one of the Ishmaelites said, "I can get it for you wholesale." Yosef soon became second to the king of Egypt, the king and he. And the king called him his pal Joey. During the 7 years of plenty, Yosef told the farmers to speed the plow, and the corn was as high as an elephant's eye. But during the 7 lean years, Yosef's brothers, and eventually 11 brides for 11 brothers as well, made the grand march way down to Egypt land, looking for food, glorious food. At first, Yaakov wouldn't let Binyamin go, saying, "My son will come out tomorrow." But the force of destiny brought them all together, with the Jews taking up residence in that wonderful town, Goshen. A few years later, with a new Pharaoh on the scene, a new Pharaoh on the scene actually, he had taken advanced courses in plumbing and was a Pharaoh faucet major. Moshe was born. When he was but a babe in arms, he was placed in the big river, the Nile. Pharaoh's daughter showed everyone how to succeed in business without really trying, when she took a profit from the rushes on the banks. She saw that Moshe was a most happy fella and that he ain't misbehaving. Since she didn't know who he was really the me nobody knows, and her act of kindness was one of sweet charity. Moses grew up in the palace, which was no Camelot, while his brothers, toiling as slaves, were les miserables. They had little straw for their bricks and no grease for their axles. Moshe set a death trap for the Egyptian taskmaster and fled into the woods. He met Zipporah and married her. What a couple, him and his girl. When he received his calling, he took leave of her in his desert song, saying, "Bye-bye, birdie." He went back to Egypt and warned Pharaoh to be on his toes, because he was going to turn his palace into a little shop of horrors. Pharaoh had astrologers and soothsayers who thought they were the fantastics, but they were no match for Moses and Aaron's magic show. Plague after plague couldn't soften Pharaoh, for he didn't have heart. Until finally, after 9 of them, the firstborn Egyptians were stricken ill with Saturday night fever and had trouble staying alive because they were children of a lesser god. Not even a chiropractor could help them. After Pharaoh realized that with Moses anything goes, he said, "Don't bother me, I can't cope. Get out of here." So the children of Israel, without applause but with much company, left late at night on the Starlight Express. First they had to cross the Red Sea, which was as wide and deep as the South Pacific. Afterwards, Moses, as the music man, lined everyone up 2 by 2 for a little night music. Miriam, the woman of the year, not to be outdone, said, "They're playing our song." So she took her sophisticated ladies and to the sound of music formed a chorus line of dream girls and did a song and dance. The children of Israel were now headed for the promised land. But promises, promises. A funny thing happened on the way. They had to travel through the desert for 40 years, where on a clear day you can see forever. Finally, the guys and dolls crossed the Jordan River into the West Bank, the West Side Story. Into the promised land, a land flowing with milk and honey.
Yeah.
Our next performer, singing from the hit Broadway musical, which is another tough ticket in town, Les Miserables. Bring Him Home by Josh Happ.
Yeah. Josh Happ. Josh Happ.
like the sun I might have known. If God had granted me a son, the summers die, one by one, how soon they fly, on, and I am old, and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy, he is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give, let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die, let him live. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home.
We have one more treat for you tonight, and while they're getting ready, a couple of announcements. One, this show could not have been possible without Mark Gottlieb and lights. And more than assisting behind the scenes, helping with rehearsals and staging and lines, of course, our drama director, Leah Schlager. One more announcement and then our final scene. Tomorrow night will be auditions for the staff play, which, as most of you know, is The King and I, and these auditions will take place as soon as possible after Sing is over, right here tomorrow night. For our final act, we have the wonderful Whistling Waterfront.